Hello everybody, this is Sarita here from Sarita's Home Decor Tips. Today I'm going to do this bathroom wall. It was a brick wall, as you can see. It's small, so it's nice to play around and see what effects I can get done. So I've whitewashed with ceiling paint and I have done the grooves. So with a little brush I've gone over these grooves, and then I have just given with this brush here overall whitewash. Now, so today I went to a Spotlight and I collected some paints here, which I can show you. One is gold, copper and bronze, those three paints. I've got a couple of sponges. I have put some paint on those plates, so later on I can give it a bit of a highlight. Now, we'll see how it works out. So I'm just going to play around with it and see what you think. So I'll put this down, and I have also got a couple of sponges that I picked up from Spotlight and Bunnings that I have been collecting, and I may use them as highlights. Now let's go with, I've got a couple of other paints here. I've got a black paint which I picked up from Bunnings ages ago, and I've got light brown paint which is also sitting here. So, and I've taped off all of this so that if there's any spillage it goes on the cloth rather than in my tub here. So let's go with this. I'm going to start off with black paint. So let's just slap it on a little bit here, a little bit there. Don't want to take off too much black, too much white at this stage. Remember, it might look a bit dark and too gothic, but I will try and merge it all up later on. So, if I miss a little bit here and there, that's good, because I don't want to do all of it and cover all of it as a very dark black. No. It's just to give it a bit of a highlight. I think I needed to go a little bit lighter in those. So, a bit of a scratchy look to this. Go a bit faster. This is a bit too dark here, but that's okay. And this is full black, by the way, and no dilution here, all so it's whitewashing with black paint though. Is there such a thing as blackwashing? Well, maybe we can invent it today. Blackwashing. Okay, so I'm going to keep doing this until I've got a bit of paint showing variation. I want different variation of thickness of black, not all the same color or same thickness. Okay. Now I'm going to do half the wall at the moment, or bottom part of the wall, so I can see I like the edges of these to be sort of go around. I want to keep the white grout lines still, so I don't want to fill in the grout lines. I like to have that white look with the grout lines. I think that will make it stand out. Okay, so I'll just do up to there. Now, I'm going to put the black paint down and pick up the brown. Okay, going to put the brush down and I'm going to use a bit of, this can is heavy, so I could wait for it to be a little bit just want to highlight, just a little bit of highlight. Okay. Just going to stand back a little bit. Okay. So I think it's coming along. All right. So now is my turn to be a bit more with my sponge here. I'm going to try a bit of copper. Copper in some places. Give it a bit more reddy look. Nice red texture. Yeah, so I'm going to keep going with the red in there. It's got a bit of a glow, sheen to it, and merge in. So, okay, keep going a little bit here. Okay. I've got to go back and do the edge there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to let it dry, and then come back to it, give it a bit more touch of highlight with copper and gold. And spread it out a bit more. Now starting to look good. Starting to look really good. Okay. I could play around with it, so I'll leave it to give it a bit more dryness. Let's see. I'm going to go in the same direction all the time because I don't want to have too much. And I give it a bit more copper this time. I'm mixing a few paints here, copper and gold, bit of shine over that. Just here and there, not everywhere. It's like being an artist, trying to paint the wall to make it look good. I have done some of the artistic work in my past. I've been a watercolor painter, so that can sort of come in handy a bit. Okay, just a little bit more ready. Okay, I have the bit of scratchy whites. Okay, so I hope you are enjoying this trip with me. It is looking good. I don't know whether the camera can pick that it is coming along quite well, but it's looking good. So I am just finishing the top part of the wall with black paint carefully, and just want to get the overall black coat, black wash. So anyone can do it. You just play around with different set of paints. It's quite easy. Please don't be afraid to try this for yourself. Just adding paint here and there, standing back, watching how it is coming along. It's a bit of fun. If I can do it, anyone can do it. So just want to see, every now and again, it's good to have different thickness of black as the background. So I'm gonna add okay, I think I don't want to be too even now because it's quite high, so I have to tiptoe a bit to get up there because I'm standing in the tub. Alright, so the black is covered. That was the second wash after the white. And I am now going to do touch up with the brown, which is this paint here. So touch up with the brown on its side. So little touch. Okay. Alright, so now comes the fun part again, to give it those highlights that I really enjoy doing. And this is with my sponge and adding the red copper. I'm going to go bright a little bit and then come and merge it all together. Copper is very bright, so I've got to thin it down a bit. I've got to stand back from time to time to check. All right, now stand back. Okay. Now sometimes I will come back a little later and think, oh, I could do this or do that. Refrain from doing that, because at the time you are not engaging properly because you're away from it for too long. I like to do it and leave it, and maybe because I've used acrylic, shin gold and red and all that, you could overall go and do a sealant to cover the whole of the paint. It's like an artwork which you need to seal off. Now, just looking at that, so I think I like the red and the black going together, so just hang on a second there. I'm going to get a really bit more. Oh no, I think it's okay. I think it's coming along. I was going to add a bit more red to give it a bit more depth, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, so that is my almost finished wall. I will give it an overall acrylic touch to it. Let me just do a little bit of glow there, a little bit of brown there, copper. But I want the overall red. So I'm just going to go back to my copper, give it a little bit of copper. So I'm just pouring it, copper here. Okay. Okay, just a little bit more in some areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't want it to stand out too much, so I've got to give it. I'm going to make it stronger as I go this way. Okay, I'm going to stop, just walk back a little bit to check the color coming along. Just got to merge this a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay, hang on. So the sponge has a good effect of merging the paints together, and I think that's about it. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you. Bye.